Holy fucking shit! It's me, Bertcave. Welcome back, chaps, to the Bertcave. I am Bertcave, and I am stood up on my legs. New camera angle, new setup. I've got the name on the wall. We're gonna do some jiggery pokery today. It's like, holy shit, I'm finally making a video for the second channel. You're probably wondering, why am I here? Why are you there? What are we doing today? We are going to be going through some of my new nerfy blasters. And I'm going to put some energy into it, because the last couple of recording sessions feels like I've been filming in a morgue. It's just got that cold, damp, cloyy atmosphere. Like some dead guy is going,
My name is Bertcave, and today we'll be recording Nerf videos on the new pistols I bought online.
Don't take those images out of context. I've just realized what fucking auto-asphyxiation can do to the YouTube algorithm. My god, I'm making so many mistakes already, but it feels good. I'm burning down the previous sat-in-a-chair, dead-eyed format. Anyway, straight to the point. Once upon a time, Bertie bought a gun. That gun was very Bertie fun. That gun in question was a Zinc 2.0 3D printed hardware blah 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 frontline foam purchase that shoots foam darts at an incredible velocity and in any direction. It has slam fire, it fires half darts specifically. Well, I shoot these 36mm buggers, but apparently you can take the 38 ones as well. Well, it's very compact, it's very functional, my god. It's got a very ergonomic grip function, it's got underlined barrel rail, it's got cuts in the slide for easier grip. Apparently the Zinc 1.0, the original design, didn't have that. It was just a smooth plunger tube that you just had to kind of just flap your tentacles all about and hope you get some grip on the fucking thing. Well, this one, let me tell you, you can grip this like a fucking hard penis. Jesus Christ, I'm losing my bloody mind. You know how many times I've tried to film this? You know how many times I've tried to film this video and it's gone shit fucking wrong? Today we get this done. That was the Zinc. Why is it cool? Mag and grip pistol. Every Call of Duty game ever will have had one of these fucking things as a starter pistol, and every fucker in the US probably has one of these stuffed down their trousers, waiting to ping pong any fucknut that calls them a dickhead in traffic. Point being. Shit, I've gone off topic. Shit, fucking come on, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. You are the Bertcave. You are the champion. You are going to bring Nerf into a new age. You're not going to do that again. So why are guns cool? They shoot things that come out and they go very far and very fast and they make a very satisfying bang noise. They're also quite fun to piss around with. But I live in the UK where such things are not permitted in the hands of regular everyday folk. So what do I do instead? I collect these fucking things. This is a Nerf rival Kronos I bought recently that shoots balls. So as much as I love playing around with my balls, the more realistic feel of a mag and grip pistol Springer is just that much more satisfying. I'm not saying this isn't satisfying, this is probably one of the most satisfying Nerf blasters I've ever had in my collection. I mean, just look at the ergonomics on this thing. It's got a lovely style of grip, it's got a safety. I haven't really used this thing at all. Everything safe is always in the way of having fun. You want to see what it's like to POV get executed by a Kronos? Do you know what's funny? The barrel was like 4 inches away from my phone camera. I still missed. 5-round internal magazine loads through this hatch and goes bleh, like a big banana. But they make it look nice and professional. As for these foam balls, unlike the regular darts, they like to bounce off walls, which is incredibly funny for catching people around corners. But we're not here to talk about that! No. We're here to talk about mag and grip Springers. No other thing that I found on the internet so far and purchased and had in my hands has done that job better than the ZWQ series of foam shooting blasters. This is the S200 Fire Rat by the company known as ZWQ or Zenwei for long. I usually just go Zenwei and then ZWQ for short. I'm probably mispronouncing that like shit because I'm not Chinese. But fuck it, we press on. What does it do? 10-round magazine there. Loads in, it's not spring ejecting like the Zinc one, but it does fit very nice. Occasionally I have had issues where it doesn't catch the grip like that, so the mag just falls out, and when I'm sat down it hits me in the dick, which is part of the reason why I'm stood up today, is so I don't have testicular torsion from this bloody... So I could do a step-by-step breakdown of what makes this fucking thing cool. Or maybe perhaps I could just crack on. That's gone everywhere. I'm going to be fighting these things for days. Lost my shitting mind. You probably noticed it has a little something called a spring, which pulls it back into the forward position. There we go. What that means is you just have to pull instead of a pull and a push. It simplifies the loading procedure, making this thing a lot quicker to, well, when it actually works. Rack off bullets until you've run out. So while it does have a slightly higher capacity than the zinc, I tend to melt through these things a lot quicker. This whole slide lock doohickey has a very tactical feel about it, and especially this particular model, the clear one with the black, makes it look so fucking devious. Only downside to me so far has kind of just been, yeah, that mag catch issue that I mentioned earlier with the whole dick punching incident. Also the fact that this whole like top assembly bit here, this is quite thin plastic, so I don't expect it to be the most durable thing. These little things, these little forks on the sides don't do much. And the overall angle of the pistol grip here is just very steep. Like if it was angled a bit more slightly that way, if you look at the sheer difference in angles on these pistol grips, the Kronos is incredibly comfortable. It's still incredibly comfortable, but I think if it were just angled a little further backwards, it would fit nicely. One of the many issues they fixed when they designed the S200S Viper. This is the successor to the Fire Rat. And unlike shooting flaming rodents, this one shoots snakes instead. No, that would be highly illegal. But it's more or less got the same feat. The only difference is it's angled the grip a lot more for that comfy feel I was mentioning earlier. This one's actually still got some darts in it. Let's rack a few off, shall we? Fun thing about these, they don't have a breech locker, so you can just multi-load darts into it and shotgun load. I don't know why you'd want to do that. It actually reduces the FPS of the bullets, and the barrel's so straight you don't get any deviation. It's just two bullets traveling behind each other. You're making the gun actively worse by doing that, but it's a feature, so I thought I'd bring it up. I mean, really, it's just going to pad the runtime of my already incessant ramblings, which seem to go on when I'm in a fucking fit of magnesium. This is what British weather is doing for me. It is fucking hot out there, and that impacts the brain, alright? I've already tried recording and editing this video twice today. And not only will it not record, but thanks to the heat, my computer is struggling to process the editing as well. It's a night. The one thing you can say about these things is they have a very professional finish on them. Like a little cut in the top so you can see the next dart loading when you pull it down like that. It's got fiber optic sights on the rear and front, and if you wanted to mount a red dot or something, it has the mounting points where you can do that, not just on this, but on the Fire Rat as well. They put a lot of thought and care into the design of this thing. It's all injection molded nylon, and it's incredibly well made. Metal barrel, 100 FPS on a little half dart. It's just the ideal package for a Nerf guy. If they want to be recognized from the police as someone who's armed with a loaded weapon, then maybe, I guess, yeah. I just wanted to give it a spotlight, and I hope this video does that without seeming too insane. You know what's crazier, though, than all of these cool design features was the price of them. So this one was a clear one I had shipped in from Frontline Foam, which is a US-based company that does 3D printed blasters. They also do pre-assembled blasters from other various companies. They do, like, modded blasters too, I'm pretty sure. They do a lot of cool and interesting products, and if you're into that sort of thing, if you live in the US, I would recommend it. If you don't, then the shipping cost will eat away at your bank account until there's nothing left, because I paid $120 total for the purchase and shipping of this thing. Yeah, a third of that was on shipping. It was about $40 shipping over here to the UK. And that was just so I could have the clear edition. Actually, it was mainly just so I could do a little race between Frontline Foam and AliExpress, where I got the second blaster. Turns out these things are about half the price on AliExpress if you're ordering the UK. I got this for about 46, 47 pounds. And not only did it come with a plastic mag, I thought this was metal at first just because of the stylations of the thing. It also came with 10 darts, which as far as I know, I've not seen on any other review channel of these blasters. But things are a bit inconsistent when you start buying from multiple buyers. Sometimes they will sell them with just the one magazine, sometimes you'll get an extra magazine, sometimes it will have no darts, sometimes 10, sometimes 20, it depends where you buy them. But on AliExpress you're actually getting a better deal, because you get the blaster, you get the magazine, and you get some darts to fire it with. Not that I'm particularly short of darts, because the last purchase I made on AliExpress before those guns was this massive bottle of bottle, this ammo crate of 36mm Gen 3 darts, which I just love to just shove in these guns and just absolutely just keep going until there's fuck all left. I want to do some experiments though, right? Now we've gotten through the boring shit, let's do some tests with these things. And I'm going to be using the S200S just because I think the mag loads a little nicer and all of the features on the blaster just work a little bit better. The first test. I want to see how many times I can shotgun load this blaster before I start to have problems. That's 2 darts. That's 3 darts. That's 4 darts. 5 darts in the chamber. That's ridiculous. Hey, you want a dart bukkake? Oh, that's so dumb. Just by doing that with a 5 dart bukkake, I've spent my magazine in 2 shots. I think that's hilarious. Second, I want to see what happens when I put a Nerf Elite dart in this thing. Obviously, I can't load it, but what I can do is just stick it down the front and then use something to just ram it all the way back there. Take this used lolly stick, for instance. That's my perfect ramrod, right? That's at the back, and it thinks the mag is empty, but it's not. Ha! Fires. It's still kind of... If you muzzle load Nerf Elite darts, it does work. If you're thinking about getting these things, the mags aren't the same, so be sure to buy either like extra mags for the blaster you're using and don't expect them to work in both blasters out of the box because they won't. The Viper has a bit more of a steeper feeding angle, so it's just not going to work the same. Also, these magazines only work with these blasters. You can't use angled Talon magazines or Nightingale magazines or any other kind of blaster magazine. Like, you can't just slam a zinc mag in this thing either. And I think that's about all the ideas I've had for these guns today. They're incredibly cool, they're incredibly fun, and they're not too cheap if you want to pick it up. If you want to see me buy and fuck around with some other, like, mag and grip springers or just any blasters in general, I will be sure to do that. Actually, I might just do that of my own accord. I've kind of wanted to own a Lizzie Gecko, which is a replica cyberpunk blaster, which has this really cool top slide design that's very modular. You can put all sorts on it, including a pump action grip, so you can have a pump action pistol, which just sounds wild. But that's enough rambling for me. I have been Bertcave, this has been the Bertcave, and I will see you whenever else I decide to have an aneurysm on camera. Bye-bye now! Banana. Bit of magnesium. Do you know what's funny? The barrel was like 4 inches away from my phone camera. I still missed. I'm not Chinese.